in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good morning and welcome to the show. Happy Flex Friday, everybody. I hope everyone had a fantastic rest of their Thursday. I hope you're all having a great Friday so far. Today, Matt, Wifeboat, Zelda, Shanky, Aaron, Mikey, Memento, Sassy Pants, Boost, LaFay, Pink Flamingo, Zeno, if I missed you, Zelda, Jersey. Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. It's Friday.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness. Starting it off strong. Indy, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in, everybody, from Indy's stream. My name is Tug. I'm just starting. How's it going, Indy? How's Assassin's Creed? Hollow, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy Friday. Indy, thank you so much for the raid. You heard this is the place to be. It's an Indy raid. Mandy, how you doing? Glitch, good to see you. Thank you so much, Indy. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Tug. I'm a variety streamer. Today is Flex Friday, which means we play random games, indie games, or games chosen by the community. And today we're going to be playing Dream Daddy to pay off the first of the charity goals from the Nook Summer Charity Festival. Ethereal, how you doing? Something totally not arranged by anyone. Thank you, Hollow. How you doing, Ethereal? Good to see you again. And Indy, thank you so much for the raid. How is Black Flag?
Hello.
That's the one Assassin's Creed game that I really want to try playing, actually. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Regretted, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I was playing a little Sea of Thieves last night. And many people have told me that Black Flag is a really fun pirate game. Indy is. Regretted, who just rated us to start. Don't know too much about Assassin's Creed. I've never played an Assassin's Creed game. I played a little bit of one, and that's it. So, mostly, I just want to, I like pirate games, and I've heard that Black Flag is a really good just pirate game, ignoring the Assassin's Creed stuff, so. Just for the sea shanties alone, I can word. Shanky, I hope you're doing well.
A generous
Glitch.
bestowal.
Glad it's Friday.
Me too, Glitch. Me too. I need a couple days off. I'm very tired. I'm very, very tired. A lot of retro and FPS, and he's hating Monkey Island. Oh my goodness. Monkey Island and Monkey Island 2 are fantastic games. I love watching Frazwar, fellow member of the Nook, does speedruns of Monkey Island 2, and they're fantastically fun to watch. Fantastically fun. Mims, happy Friday. So, as I said, we're going to be playing Dream Daddy today to pay off the first of many charity goals that we hit during the Nook Summer Charity Festival. So today is Dream Daddy. Then we have on, during my birthday stream, we'll pay off the Twitch Sings. That'll be later on in August. Then we're going to have on September 18th, we'll have the Wifeboat co-stream to pay off that. Then October 5th, starting for the full month of October, pretty much, it's a bigger game, so it's going to take me a couple weeks to get through. We'll be starting Alien Isolation, and there might be something special going on with that where we could play more horror games after, so we'll see how that goes. And then the 2-player 1 controller that we unlocked with Mikey, we'll have to wait for social distancing and stuff to go by the wayside so Mikey can come over and we can play games. Alessia, good to see you. Well, I don't know that Wifeboat knows Dream Daddy. I don't know if Wifeboat saw Dream Daddy last time. Yeah, regretted. We unlocked one stream of Alien Isolation was the original goal, and then I had a stretch goal that was that I have to play the whole game, which we hit. We hit all of them, so I have to play all of Alien Isolation. So that'll be starting October 5th. That's the first Monday in October, and we'll play through the full game. That's going to take probably a little more than a week. So, Indy, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for sharing your community here. I appreciate it. Zelda, please. Gator, good to see you. A dad dating simulator. Gator, are you not familiar with Dream Daddy? Because you're gonna be. I think we're gonna pick up. I streamed it for a Flex Friday months ago, and I think we're gonna pick up that save. Because then you start off by having to like move house and stuff and get settled in, and we got through all of that, and we met a couple of the dads. I don't think we've met all of them yet. I don't remember. But we'll pick up where we left off, provided my save file is still there. I actually didn't check and see, so we'll find out when I start. I have not started the game yet, because if you are familiar with Dream Daddy, you know that the main menu music is haunting and will stay in your mind forever. So I'm going to hold off on that as long as possible. There are 10-hour loops of it on YouTube if you're interested. I have my favorites. I mean, outside of your own life, you know nothing about a dad simulator. It is a very funny and silly and fun game. So it definitely is a unique experience. So we'll leave it at that. Yeah, Mikey, Carrion looked really good. Really, really good. I watched quite a bit of it yesterday. Between you and Part-Time was playing it. I saw a few people playing it. It looks really fun. It's on my wish list. It's probably something that I'm going to pick up for that. You can almost get through that in one stream. It seems fairly short. I think they said average playthrough time is like 15 hours, so you could actually, every now and then, Mikey, you could actually see it. It was like watching an old time movie, like a flip book. It's very John Carpenter. It's, if you're familiar with D&D, so Carrion is I think it's like a 16-bit style game that you play as the monster going through a like science facility. So it's flipped. It's a horror game that's flipped. You play as the monster trying to kill all the scientists and stuff. It's really, really fun. It looks incredible. And the monster that you're playing is a tentacle monster, but it's closer to, if you're familiar with D&D, it's a gibbering mouther is what you are. That's basically what the creature is. You're a gibbering mouther. It's on Game Pass. Yeah, I might, after the Fable announcement yesterday, and it looks like Xbox is just straight putting every single one of their games. Microsoft is going to put all of their first-party games on Game Pass. I might actually have to get Game Pass. I have so many problems with the Xbox app on Windows. It is an atrocious and heinous piece of software that you can't even get friend requests to work. AOL Instant Messenger figured that out in the 90s. Like, you gotta be able to do that. It doesn't work. It actively tries to prevent you from playing games with people that you know. It is aggressively anti-consumer. More people were excited about the Game Pass stuff than the Series X? Yes, Mikey. Yeah. Nook, how you doing? Well, so here's the thing. It seems like, and actually Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, mentioned this. They are very, very much blurring the lines between the Xbox and the PC. They're finally realizing that they could make the Xbox just a bespoke gaming PC instead of trying to compete with their own. Windows owns the PC platform. Let's not pretend like Linux occupies any large segment of that. Windows owns the PC gaming segment. They're competing with themselves. So by blurring those lines, by making the Xbox just a bespoke gaming, like miniature gaming PC, that profit, like profit, just do it. They're loss leaders, yes, the console itself, and then they make up the money on peripheries and games and stuff. But yeah, every console, even going back to the original Nintendo, I believe, has been sold at a loss. The Xbox 10X will be a great PC, yeah. Skip the Xbox, get all the games on PC, and just get the PS5 for exclusives. So that's basically what they're expecting, Memento. And that's why the expansion of the Game Pass is so interesting. Like if they can lock down that monthly payment games as service thing, like Netflix but gaming, not streaming games, but that kind of thing, that is huge. They will make money hand over fist. So the Xbox XXX Vin Diesel edition. The Xbox XXX. What a ridiculous movie. What a ridiculous movie. Yeah. I think they're starting to drift in that way. The Xbox presentation was pretty good. The Halo stuff, I agree, looked really clean. It looked like more Halo. They brought back the old Elite models, which is great. I love Halo. Halo is one of my favorite shooter experiences going back. When I had... I think I played a ton of Halo on the Xbox 360. Because playing a shooter co-op, Halo is one of the first ones where you could really go through the campaign. Like playing through on Legendary on Halo is just playing co-op on Legendary is just, I mean, it's essentially just you're abusing yourself because it's so aggressively difficult. Like cheating aggressively difficult, like turning the corners, and it's just a rain of sticky bombs coming at you. But Halo is one of my favorite franchises, just from top to bottom. The world, the stories, the characters. I really love the Halo world. So Halo Infinite looked really good. It looked really clean. Very excited for that, and I'm very excited for the reveal of the new Fable. They didn't show any gameplay or anything, but the trailer felt like Fable, and they showed some stuff. I think it was, I think Zelly mentioned it's the castle from Fable 2 that's in the background. So that sounds really interesting. Speaking of Fable, next Friday, so a week from today, next Friday for Flex Friday, we're going to be playing the original Fable for Magritte next Friday. So if you like Fable, we're going to play that next week. You don't have to get an Xbox to play their exclusives with Game Pass. Yes, Mikey, you can do it on PC. It looks like every single Xbox exclusive is also going to be on Game Pass for PC. Flamingo.
Chicken loses job. Chicken is broke. Chicken strips.
Thank you for the bits, Flamingo. Good lord. That's a great joke. Avowed gave you the shivers. All of the games that they showed looked pretty good, actually. It looked really good. Flamingo. Oh, Lord. All right, I'm just so you know, I'm starting Dream Daddy in the background, so you may hear some music. That's what you get. This is punishment for that joke. You get the music. So, wait for it. There we go. 10 hours of that. Let's go. So next week, we'll get back to Minecraft on Monday. And we'll do Minecraft all week. On Thursday, the second half of Thursday, we will be playing a new game that comes out next Thursday that the developer sent me a key for. It is called Banners of Ruin. I posted a link to the Steam store page in Discord. Actually, I can... I'll pull it up here so you guys can see it. It looks awesome. So it's all hand-drawn stuff, and it is a turn-based card game, roguelike. Like, it has a lot of elements, and it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. So we'll be playing that next Thursday. We'll start with Minecraft, and then we'll do like the last 2 hours of the stream. We'll try out Banners of Ruin and see how it is. Most likely, I don't think I'll do a full stream of it. And then next Friday we'll do Fable. But this looks really good, so that'll be next Friday. That's the day it comes out. It releases on July 30th, so that's next Thursday. So we'll try that out next Thursday. Straight up. Pins, how you doing? So that should be a ton of fun. I'm excited to play that. That looks like it's going to be a good game. And then a week from Monday, August 3rd, the week of August 3rd, I will be off for the week. No streams. I'm going to be exceptionally spotty on social media and Discord. Pretty much going to unplug for the week. It was supposed to be our vacation to go away to a lake, which we had to cancel because of COVID. So we're just going to take the week and kind of relax. It looks like I can't get... I talked about this yesterday, and I've continued to look. I cannot get lumber, so I will not be rebuilding the deck. Dusty? Holy crap.
Halfway to 1 year. Yee forward. Having a great time, thanks for being you. Tug beat love, tug beat love, tug beat love.
Dusty, thank you so much for 6 months. Can't believe it's been 6 months already. Enjoy your new badge, your fancy golden anchor. I really appreciate that. Yeah, even the local lumber yard, they don't have pressure treated posts. I literally cannot get the lumber that I need to rebuild the deck, so that won't be happening. So then I was going to put cabinets in the kitchen where my desk used to be. Now that I've moved into the office, I was going to expand and make a new cabinetry and a countertop and make like a coffee bar and some extra storage. But I can't get the cabinets delivered. I can't get the cabinets delivered. And I don't have a pickup truck anymore. I can't go get them. It's ridiculous. I'm going to have to build my own cabinets at this point. But then I can't get wood. I can't get plywood. It's fine. It's fine. This is when the pandemic finally breaks me. I can't get lumber to do work. We're gonna have to hang out all week now. Do you see that? That's a threat. I am being threatened. So, yeah, week of August 3rd. I did not mean to clap that loud. I apologize. Week of August 3rd, there will be no streams. When we come back, which will be the 10th, we'll kick off the community goal to try and unlock a Dragon Age Inquisition Mage only run. That'll be using the new community goals through channel points, which you'll be able to put 2,000 points per stream towards if you wish, if you want to see that happen on stream. So we'll be working towards that. Threaten. I'm in danger. Trog, how you doing? Listen. What are we going to do all week? I don't know. It's certainly not conversate. Chubex! So, play volleyball. Ooh. I'm pretty sure if Whiteball was threatening you, you would know it. You don't hear the undertone, Flamingo. There's an undertone. Don't you worry. There's two levels. There's the implied threat and then the actual threat. If we get to actual threat levels, I am Ralph Wiggum on the bus. I'm in danger. Let's do, we'll have a beach volleyball tournament. Anybody who wants to come down. See the escalation? We're getting the escalation. Here it goes. Okay, Mikey and Zelda are down for beach volleyball. We'll have a beach volleyball tournament the week of the 3rd. That's what we're gonna do. So let's go. Let's go. Everyone's invited. Everyone's invited. Mikey's gonna be wearing a bikini. The whole class is invited. Everybody pile in. We'll get a van. We'll put on some Kenny Loggins and we'll play beach volleyball all week. It's red. Mikey's gonna wear a red bikini. Mikey, will you wear the wig? That's important. Will you be wearing the Geralt wig? Which, by the way, I'm going to have to wear for our 2-player 1-controller stream. He has multiple options, Chubex. Multiple options. We have flown off course. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, right. When we come back, August 10th. So when I come back from vacation, the week of August 10th, what we're going to do is something that I've wanted to do for a little while. How you doing, buddy? Zelda, thank you for the host. What we're going to do when I come back on August 10th is we are going to start a new Stardew Valley run using the Stardew Extended mods. So we'll check all that out. We'll start a new farm, and we'll play a couple weeks of Stardew before we get into some other stuff. So we'll try out the Stardew Extended stuff, which I'm very, very excited for. I think remember when you started that and you never finished? Zelda, welcome to streaming. Mattias, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, so we'll do so that's the week of August 10th. We'll get back and we'll play some Stardew. I also want to do some Satisfactory, so we'll bounce around. I'm thinking we'll do a week or so of Stardew Extended, maybe a week or two, and then probably do Satisfactory and mix that with if we unlock the Dragon Age Inquisition stuff. So Memento, we're going to go back to, we got another week of Minecraft coming. So we'll do Minecraft on Monday and then continue that. And Minecraft will continue to be in the mix. There's a possibility, I was talking about it a little bit with some folks, we might be doing a community server. So then after next week, if we go back to Minecraft, it would be on the community server and we could check out what you all have built and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. Once you started Subnautica, Stardew became a distant memory. Subnautica is such a good game, though. You have yet to get to year 2. No, you can pick it anyway, Bishop. At this point, I don't really get to pick my Flex Friday games. That just means, like 6 months ago when I made the list and was color coding it, I had intended to play it, but I don't even know what games I had intended to play at this point. We have a lot of stuff to get to coming up, so I want to make sure that we give everything that we have going on an opportunity, and then opportunities to get back to the other stuff that we're doing. Like, the one game that I really want to make sure that we get back to is Satisfactory, because I've been having a ton of fun with that, and I really want to get to more of the end game stuff and continue our factory. But there's other stuff that I want to get through, so then we'll get back to Satisfactory at some point. We may start a rotation of games where we don't do the same game from Monday to Thursday through the end of summer and leading into October and the horror stream stuff. Joe, how you doing? Okay, so we're going to start Dream Daddy. I'm going to need more coffee. Arnie, how you doing? Happy Friday. Good to see you. yeah, so a lot of stuff coming up. Everything's kind of mechanized mage. Good to see you. This is where you sign up for dad dating. Yes, 100%. The list is at the door. So let me refill my coffee, and we'll jump into. Never mind. The door's stuck. Thank you. Lifeboat's gonna fill my coffee. Lifeboat's threatening to spit in my coffee. I'm in danger.
All hail, king of the losers!
You get bored out of your mind with all the relationship stuff? You know what, Fa? I haven't done really any of the relationship stuff. Just kind of goofing around with it. So. I'm in danger. Thank you, lovely. Don't say enjoy like that. I'm a little concerned. So there is so much stuff to do in Stardew. I never really end up focusing on any one thing. I kind of wander around and don't actually get anything done. That feels... We're officially in the danger zone. I'm worried. I'm a little concerned. Yeah, Shanky, there's more stuff doing. I'm gonna try out the Stardew Extended mod, which adds like a whole nother like village and all kinds of stuff, new NPCs. So we'll try it out. I want to see what kind of stuff it has to offer, and we'll chill out. Stardew is always a chill, relaxing thing, and I think as we start to get towards the middle and then towards the end of summer, and how we get closer to my kids having to go back to school or whatever school ends up being, my anxiety is going like... So, chill Stardew sounds great. Does this look like spit to you? Nah, Trog. She would drug me first. Yeah, Violet's new tea emotes are amazing. Thank you for the clip, Chewbeck. I don't know how I feel about this. Alright, should we, as the music says, play some Dream Daddy? Should we? I don't know. I think that's all the announcements that I had. That's all the stuff we got coming up, right? The big thing is, the week of August 3rd, no streams. So, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. I will be off for the week. Y'all will have to figure out something else to do. Hecky, good morning. Or good afternoon. The menu theme is so good. Hecky, you are the worst kind of people. I played it for a couple hours before, for a Flex Friday before. So we're gonna, I think we can continue. I think we can pick up from our last game. I think. We can. Okay. Great. Great. It is, so we last played this in March. So there you go. Arcade Spirits or Perfect Date. Hollow, have you seen Later Daters? We also played that. Holy crap. Just in time. Speaking of Dream Daddies. Mark, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody from Part-Time Stream. My name is Tug. You're just in time for some freaking Dream Daddy. Thank you so much for the raid, Mark. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Flex Friday. I hope you're all ready for this. Cause I'm not.
Hello.
Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Mark, how was the rest of your stream, buddy? I was lurking a little, but Resident Evil 7 and I have a very, very bad history, so yeah. You finished. Nice. Zark, good to see you. Lady Squeaks, welcome in. Maz, g'day. AM, Lyces, Girly Girl, Astroth, Coon, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming along with Mark. Psych Kit, how you doing? You didn't get taken by the raid. John's good to see you. Big House, Resident Evil 7 to Dream Daddy. Oh yeah, this is Resident Evil 7's final form. You love the mug? This is, so if I'm playing Dream Daddy, I used the mug of my own Dream Daddy. No problem, Mark. Welcome back. On Sauce, Dad Mode, how to make coffee. Why are you the way you are? Ems, how you doing?
You're killing me, Smalls.
Wife mode, please. Okay, Own Sauce has redeemed Dad Mode, how to make coffee. Okay, are you ready for this? Hang on. This one's going to be a serious one. This is no joke. Are you ready? Helps if I hit the button. The best way to make coffee. Are you ready? You ready? If you're making coffee every day, I highly recommend you find some reasonably priced beans. Not pre-ground. Pre-ground coffee does not have a good shelf life. So if you're going through a lot of coffee, always buy beans and grind it yourself. Much better flavor. Now, there are several ways that you can handle this. Number one, you can get bulk of very, very reasonably priced on the cheaper end coffee, and then get a little bit of a more expensive coffee, and then you blend the beans together, right? Or, if you want to stay on the cheap side and go with some cheaper beans, highly recommend putting in a tablespoon of cinnamon and a tablespoon of nutmeg into the grinder as you mix up the beans. That will give you a nice, like, it's not really a pumpkin spice, but it gives it a nice spice and a nice flavor and cuts out the taste of the cheaper beans. So there you go. There's your coffee. This is important. I don't appreciate any of you. That was an important message. How? I'm surrounded by children. Now I have to stand up. It's rude. Matt, shut up. Ugh. You should have said it while standing. Maria, how you doing? Okay, so that was Dad Mode. That's one of the channel point redemptions we have on the stream, where I yell or encourage or give you advice. So there you go. And now I have to stand up.
I'm a monster!
Wait. Autokey, I missed that message. I started reading that message. Chris Perkins said they have a scroll of Tarask summoning. What? I'm gonna need to see the details on that. And or is it just you summon it, or do you have control over it? Chubex. Dad Mode, how much you love Wife Boat. Have you ever had a relationship with someone where you're not entirely sure where you end and they begin. Like when you're with somebody for over 20 years and you grow up together, you no longer have a distinction between the two of you as a separate entity. That is how much I love Lifeboat. As much as I love me. Huff, how you doing? Why isn't there a sit-down redemption? Because I had to ruin it. I was waiting for that. Because, number one, I don't want to wear out the motor on my desk. Number two, standing up is good for me. So, I need to do it for an hour every stream, so. Way to ruin it at the end. Okay, so it's a panic button, AutoKey. Okay, noted. You got an air leak? You know what? I think it more underscores how much I love my wife. The training for a manual one? You know how much weight is on this desk, Feloin? I had to get like a really strong dual motor one because of the amount of weight that's up here. Referred to as the D&D tactical nuke. You're not wrong, AutoKey. That will... Yeah. For those that don't know what AutoKey is talking about, a Tarask in D&D is essentially Godzilla. So, summoning that and having no control over it, not gonna go well for anybody. Yeah, disappears when it drops to 0 hit points. No time frame. You know, just the immortal Tarask that can hibernate for a millennium. Yeah, should be good. Should be good. That'll be fine. Can't wait to see how people ruin their stuff with that. You used to build stairs for a living? Business was up and down? It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. A DM has to reward it. Yes, AutoKey. Yes. Award. But yes. Still ridiculous. Okay, so let's should we start the game? Can we start the game? Do I have permission? Do I have permission to start the game? It's less tactical and more destructive, yes. Bufu, no one asked you. I was asking everyone but you. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Dream Daddy, this is our daughter. I don't remember what we look like.
All hail, king of the losers!
Bufu? We made our character in March, was the last time I played this. So we're just picking up where we were. I don't remember anything. Shockingly enough. Quick show of hands. Do we want to continue this playthrough or just start a fresh one? Quick poll. Just, quick reaction. New or continue? Like a fat retired archer. Oh, right, Flamingo, that's right. Not that far, Own Sauce. Like 3 hours, maybe? Yeah, let's just continue. Because, we didn't get that far. We basically just moved into the house. This is our daughter, Amanda.
Phrasing?
Listen. Oh, cool. Long haul, paranormal, ice road ghost truckers is on. Your favorite, right? There we are. That's right. I'm super good at character creation. We've met all the dads? I don't know if we've met all... Have we met all the dads? Maybe briefly? I don't remember. I remember we got into a Pokemon battle with the guy with the big bushy beard. And we met the guy at like the biker bar who is very, very forward. Remember that? Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts. But they're also hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Caleb and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck-driving ghost-hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no! The ghosts done got control of the truck. I can't steer 'em here in damn ice roads. Maz, take care. Thank you so much for coming along on the raid. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. Ah, almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, you're gonna die. That's because we're about to die, you... This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Caleb and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. I don't think so, Own Sauce. I don't think so. Doran, thank you for the host. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Zzz, zzz. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. Mandy, thank you so much for that Prime sub. Thank you so much for 4 months. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. Enjoy your emotes. Fa, thank you for the host. Thank you so much, Mandy. I appreciate it. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda's much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. Huh. So you're excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skills. If there's food, I'm excited. That's a whole mood. That's a bad attitude. Don't you want to meet some of the other people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up staying uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. That's a mood. Patch, just throwing everything away. What a ridiculous waste. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We'll get you to that. We'll get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
Hey.
What? No. We have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going to start early just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. Amanda's the real MVP. Yeah. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people. Oh, is this the guy with the sweater? The pink sweater? Right? Yeah, you don't want to be late. You want to be late? Well, we're going to be super early then. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome! I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies! Let me introduce you to the family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing. Wow. They are. Whew. Whew. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What's she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Bruce, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to, meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to get over there now. Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. Is this Leisure Suit Larry? Well... It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. Ha ha ha! My wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I picked at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends.
Aww.
Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. This is hitting uncomfortably close to home. Dad. Oh, they're going to talk about weather. Go, do it, make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. AM, thank you for the host. Ooh, girly. Rough roll. Pretty sure she was hitting on everyone. Yes? I'm pretty sure she was hitting on, like, everyone that came through the door, right? She would just, like, pounce all over. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Yes. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Also, that should absolutely be a real store. Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Oh, we did have the parent-teacher conference. That's right. Hey, I know Craig. Wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I better investigate. I know, right, Alessia? Brian is the one that threw a frisbee at our head, right? Let's talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of the time and place. And to try and take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Damien is not a vampire. Matt and Hugo seem to be busy talking, so they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Let's listen in on Matt and Hugo. Not really fond of Craig, I gotta be honest. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I'm so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. That's pretty subjective, buddy. How do you mean? Well, that, the painting with the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks. That's, Magritte. Right, art. Sorry. You're fine, dude. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better. Hugo throws up his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? Hugo is a dick. Valk, how you doing? Yes, that was by design, Valk. Man, that's all way above my head. Me too. Haha, it's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome. I like Matt. He's the one that owns the coffee shop, right? Tugboet doesn't exist? Ooh. A tugboet. I believe, girly, they just added all the seasons of Archer to Hulu. Which means you'd have to watch Hulu, but... Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please. Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. Bruce, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds, and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Ha! Hey, Bruce, this is my daughter. Hello! I'm Carmenista. Carmencita? Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Forgot how much a lot this game is? Yes. Yes. Yeah, Own Sauce. Newgrounds had a lot of stuff like this. Boom, boom, boom. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and, your teacher? Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. Didn't realize we were neighbors. Oh. Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Ha ha ha, great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. Our daughter is clearly the best daughter. Just saying. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. Oh. This whole game hits very close to home, and I don't like it. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Sweet Manchego.
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Whoa.
Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? That's a ridiculous name. Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half my lawn, my yard too.
Nice.
Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Bruce, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter?
Oh.
Ernest? Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah. Good for you.
Oh.
Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry, he's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad... Should we tell him? I have to be the authoritarian dad, and clearly he resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad, as a teacher, you have about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? Why doesn't the baby blink? My character is Bruce, yes. That's Bruce in the corner. Archer's estranged father, basically. What? I'm cool as a cucumber. Look at my shirt, and my shades, and my ear piercings. Oh. See? That right there? You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against, and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point.
Oh no.
As much as we all want to, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. This is a game? Yes, it's a visual novel about dads. Maxie, how you doing? Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. It'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time where it won't be like that? Is college when that happens?
Hey!
Don't let us eat up your time, Bruce. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Joseph and Damien. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter, and it provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. That's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Bruce, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously. The cape didn't give that away. And to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond. Oh, very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda! Would you consider yourself a goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, it would be more to describe myself as a twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though. Ah. Pity. What is happening? Good lord. You've never even once won a gamble? Maybe stop gambling. Also, RoboCop is a meanie today. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone's so friendly and welcoming. Hey? Salsa. Good lord. How many ones in a row was that? There was so many ones. That's a 0 and 3 ones. I love everything that's happening today. See? Look, it's fine. Oh my god. Hey, girly girl, there you go. 99. Boom. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like the Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service. Is that his real name? Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, you do know how to treat a lady.
Hey.
Francois!
Double digits, baby.
Raz, thank you so much for 10 months. Happy Friday, bud. Thank you so much for the 10-month resub. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good week. Champion. I'm doing well, Fraz. I'm very tired today, but I'm doing well. Reading all the things. The creepy kids are back. I like that they just, like, slide in. I don't think they walk, they just glide. Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Whoa.
All
Hey?
Losers!
Won't you come play with us? Come play with us. Forever.
Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this.
Creepy.
Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine glass in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish?
Give it a rest, buddy.
Wasn't he with you?
No. The
You
shark is coming right.
had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I've squeezed 4 little... sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. Thanks. I'm sure he's fine. Mary? Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Mary is a Karen's final form. Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucian, have I introduced you to Bruce yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yup. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as blood lappers. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. Can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yeah. Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine? What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. My buddy gave me a stick to poke a tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. I don't want to talk to Brian. Nova, how you doing? Burger time. Vampire hunting. I'm 14 and this is deep. That he's probably a moderator on I'm 14 and this is deep. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. I'm doing well, Nova. I'm very, very tired today, but I'm doing well. Overwhelmed by a ridiculous game. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and a crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique.
Oh.
Brooke, how you doing? Happy Friday. Too much Sea of Thieves. You probably didn't know this, Bruce, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrilling believable. Nobody likes you, Brian. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Hey. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake.
Oh.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. All of the children at the party boo at the glorious display of puns in unison.
Nice.
Tarkir, how you doing? Even Damien's getting on board, yeah. Alright, guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. Mm-hmm. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing.
Oh.
Kylosis, how you doing? Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great social networking site for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, it's the simplest way to do it.
Huh.
Hey, Mark. Happy Friday. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beers, our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. I am Fraz. Co-founder. Thank you very much. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. Felt like it was a networking event. Wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice Road Truckers. I got a burger in me. Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, and not that this was a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining. The silver linings get you through to the other side. We ate rocking burgers today, and it was good. Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some of the other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I can ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah. I'm going out with some friends. Oh? Is that okay? Of course. Just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad? You're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No. No, I've never done that. I will never do that. Okay. Do you have plans for tonight? My plans were to kind of eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. Cauliflower is delicious. You know what's amazing? Okay, so, listen. Pudsey, how you doing? Good to see you. Cauliflower. Ready? Pan fry cauliflower and then make buffalo cauliflower. Put it into buffalo sauce. And it is... Johan, how you doing? Good to see you. This game is a trip. Buffalo cauliflower is the business. KL, how you doing? Good morning. Happy Friday. I'm gonna see how long I can sleep for. Work on some stuff. Throw a party. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Wrap the cauliflower up in bacon. I mean, cauliflower crust pizza. Sometimes that's good. It depends. I've had a couple that were... I'm gonna work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. Just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. Jalapeno stuffed with cream cheese, wrapped in bacon? Yes, Hollow. 100%. 100%. I'd love to be able to cook like that.
King of the losers!
Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like just making bake Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. Katie, happy Friday. Points, Fraz. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I sent a text. Hey, kiddo. You good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon, unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who she was even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now. Amanda, you came home almost an hour and a half after your curfew and didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out and I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting? You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I was scared. You weren't responding, and it was just like when your dad... I have to stop myself from tearing up. Oh, Dad, I didn't mean to. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again.
Oh.
All right. I'm going to go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. Listen, Katie. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I trust you to make good choices. I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you your space from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself. Team Pistachio? Team Pistachio. Our name is Bruce Pistachio, if you're wondering. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. Already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes me to wash the pan. All right, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dadbook? It's a social media platform? Wait. What? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dadbook profile on my own. All right, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple of minutes setting up my profile on Dadbook, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. All right, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. On Friday night, you're most likely to polish and sort my coin collection, Netflix and grill, fall asleep watching the History Channel, torment my children with puns, sink into blissful oblivion. Kid, be late to school to benefit my social life. All of the above? I'm going to put my desk back down real quick. Because the hour's up. And my knees hurt. Let's go with tormenting my children with dad puns? Yes. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? My grill, the lost shaker of salt, Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes, a boat, obviously. I don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day. A boat, obviously. I mean, come on. What are your turn-ons? Strong dad arms, tennis shoes with long white socks, a well-manicured lawn, street smarts, top-tier grillmanship, comfortable with crying. Otaku, thank you for the lurk. What should we do with this one? Exactly, Matt. Too bad we couldn't bring a cheeseburger to paradise. What is it? Oops, Flamingo. Is it? Is it though? Either arms or crying. It's never oops. Keep forgetting to turn off my my mug warmer. Arms are grillmanship? Everyone needs a good cook in their lives. It's fair. It's fair. Let's go. Let's go strong arms. What did you want to be when you grew up? A technical writer for manuals and instructionals. A salty boat captain. A pro skater who's also an astronaut. A good father. The president of space. It's gotta be a boat captain, right? What's your favorite movie genre? War documentaries, Sean Connery's entire filmography. I mean, anything on Laserdisc. Romantic comedies, whatever will make me cry, old comedies that haven't aged well. I mean, I'm torn between Sean Connery's entire filmography and old comedies that haven't aged well. Anything on Laserdisc? Yeah, Sean Connery's filmography does, in a lot of cases, fall into old comedies that haven't aged well. They weren't intended to be comedies. But they're comedies now. We'll go with that. What's your ideal date? Napping together, doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together, eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m., trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost, arson, or being emotionally vulnerable. I mean, arson is always a good choice. Wifeboat says arson. I guess we know what we're doing on our vacation week. What do you never leave home without? A sensible cardigan, my sick vape, my book of word jumbles and a pen, a cool knife, my cripplingly low self-esteem. I frequently forget my phone keys and wallet at home sometimes. My cripplingly low self-esteem. I mean... We're doing that. It's too real, right? I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, if I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill, when I can get the next cup of coffee. Profile complete. See? That wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting.
All hail,
Okay.
King of the Losers!
I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. Daughter's face while you're choosing arson.
Dads.
Hi, Bruce. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Amanda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dad Book. They recently added this exciting new messenger service, so that you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. Who am I gonna message? The guy who owns the coffee shop. Alessia. Obviously. Matt Sulla. Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon, or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no-wave music. I mean, come on. On a Friday night, you're most likely to perfect my cold brew setup, one drip at a time. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? Fine tunes to pass the days away. What are your turn-ons? Multi-instrumentalism. What did you want to be when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. Katie, I'm a simple man with simple needs, alright? And those needs are free coffee. I navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the barbecue. We should definitely hang out soon. You free later? A minute or two later, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. Hey dude, I'd be down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Sound Garden. You want to come hang out? I think for a moment. What's a Sound Garden? It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. Listen. Can we listen to Soundgarden at the Soundgarden? Listen. We have 2 single T mats. Was it ever cool to have soul patches? Brooke? Yes. The mats are growing. It's a concert venue, but also a band. No. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? While I'm thinking, another message pops up on the screen. I can't grow one, Pins. I tried. Can't grow one. I don't get any, like, facial hair here. Like, just a little bit. I can't really grow one, though. I did have a goatee. A little bit. It wasn't a good look. It's a very short period. I tried to have a soul patch, nerd. I still have one of my flannel shirts from the 90s, from the early 90s. There's a picture on my social media pins of as bearded as I will ever get. And that was my week off when I was building the office. There are no pictures of goatee Tug. I don't have, like, a lot of people have been putting up, like, hey, here's me in 2015 and here's me in 2020. I don't have any pictures of me from, like, I don't know, 2005 to 2018. Lala. No, I was out of my grunge phase by 99. I got out of my grunge phase in like 96 or so, roughly. Roundabouts. Pop is playing tonight. A cool little indie pop punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. Yes, Nerdin. I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever. Let's get out of our comfort zone. I log off Dad Book and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades through memories and denim jean jackets and moral panic over teenagers during the occult. No, that pulled me deeper into it for a little bit, Nerdin, and then I got out. Well, I mean, ish. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Oh god, I thought it was cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all of the airbrushed vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? I spend most of the day pacing around the house, thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least relative to a bunch of the other dads my age. Dad? What are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying. Hey, what's wrong, Panda?
I'm fine.
Oh, nothing, I'm fine. I just got sad because I realized that society collectively refuses to take pop music seriously, despite the fact that some of the most interesting musical innovations are coming out of that genre. Not anymore, Mattis. I just sat down. I think it's just another thing that we write off because we can't take young women or their interests seriously. So, are you going to tell me what's actually wrong? Why are you lying to me? I'm not. I'm perfectly fine. Alright. I don't believe her, but I'll let her go for now. Anyway, what's up? Amanda? How do I be cool? Let me put on a pot of coffee first. This is gonna be a long night. No, seriously, Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born. Yeah, you have. You took me to one once when I was 12, remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh god, I tried so hard to forget. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so that we could get a good spot, and then you cried and screamed the whole time? Dad, it was so much more than that, and I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh, you're not ashamed. You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing in your trapper keeper. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot. You'll fit right in. Well, it's a smaller place. I think Matt mentioned they're a punk band? Like DIY gutter punk? Thrash? Straight edge? Come on, Dad. Give me something to work with here. Are they post-punk? Proto-punk? C-punk? Jeremy punk? What's Jeremy punk? I made that one up to see if I could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said they're Canadian? Punk? Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It became so much more than just counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. That's it?
Huh.
I mean, yeah. It's not like you're going to jump into the mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in a Set Your Goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept it. And definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterwards where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind. Just have a blast. I show up to the Coffee Spoon at 8 in what I hope is concert-appropriate attire. I see Matt out front, locking the door to the shop.
Oh.
Hey, you made it. Ready for tonight? Well, it's been a while. Yes, of course, I definitely know what I'm talking about. Ready? I was born ready. It's been a while. Oh, man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool, and I have no idea what I'm in for.
Hey.
Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everybody holds signs and screams and cries? Yeah. I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of the car from the last one. Stay strong.
Hey.
But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time. This is going to be awesome. Just hang with me, Bruce, and you'll be good. This scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question.
Hey.
Shoot. What is scene? Matt lets out a tiny laugh. Sorry. It's just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre, but can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they were into. Matt looks off into the middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing.
Hey.
You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I'm suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-punk actually a genre? Matt, you made it.
What?
A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too. I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap? That's my favorite thing to do. A couple other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and they yell hey as well.
Oh.
Matt waves and hugs a couple people. He seems really in his element here. Turns his attention back to me. I'm so afraid of all of these people. Oh. Let's go grab a beer. Matt and I line up at the bar in the back where a couple of older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him. Seems like you're a popular guy out here. Yeah, I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot. But it's times like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. And then I become keenly aware of where my hands are. And then there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. God damn it, where do I put my tongue? See? Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes, and I still think you're charming and funny. Just you wait. We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit they listen to it. Jube, how you doing? I appreciate you coming by. Ha! Let's check out the merch. What's up, buddy? Matt and I walk over to a small booth in the corner of the room where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up on his chair. Step on up, get your merch. Here, I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all the gifts and accoutrement all discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. You! I gestured to myself, my face flushing red. Yes, you! You look like a fellow who knows their music. How's about a fine 12-inch long-playing vinyl record made by a disturbed pup? Made and distributed by Pup, Canada's premier punk rock. I can't read anymore. Please stop yelling at me. I'm already kind of on edge because this is an unfamiliar place and I don't know anybody here, and I would appreciate it if you would stop singling me out, and I'm sure you're cool, but it's making me really uncomfortable. The kid immediately hops down off the chair. You got it. Sorry about that. Just really excited about salesmanship. I can relate, but I appreciate your enthusiasm nonetheless. Did we just get hearts with Matt for that choice? Hey, Pablo. Your friend looks so lost, I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How are you, Matt? Day by day, my man. They do that thing where they high-five, but also turn it into a hug. Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I could make that connect. And have to deal with you every single day? Fair enough. Who's your bud? That's Bruce. Thought I'd bring him out. I thought I'd bring out a concert pal. Pablo leans close to Matt. Is Bruce cool? Matt eyes me. I am back. He cracks a smile. Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but I give the courtesy 2 pats on the back, as is customary in our society for people who don't know super well, but still want to be friendly to. Hey. Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of a bass. Yeah, man. When are we starting our Witch House band? Yeah, sounds great. You know I'm out of the game. It's a shame. You know, Vacant Veil would have slayed. It'll slay once you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band shirts. We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice. Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close. Hey. Matt and I walk over to the stage where the crowd begins to form. The band walks on stage and pick up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. Hey, what's up everybody? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speak Easy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most cacophonous noise I've ever heard. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs. Thanks! I put on the earplugs, and whatever is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun, I guess. That's what really matters. Hey. Did that cellist just break his bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There's no breaks in the songs, and I think one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turn to Matt and try to start a conversation. So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? Ask again. So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? He can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music. This is impossible. How long have they been playing the same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Give me 1 second. I need to take a quick break. I will be right back in 2 minutes. Stretch your legs, grab a snack if you need to, grab some water. I will be right back. With scissors. What is this, the Clock Tower Mysteries? Oh! Meant to do that. Meant to do that.
I am sick and tired of your continued disrespect of the broadsword in Dark Souls 3. Alright? Now listen.
I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. You're tired of my disrespect of a subpar weapon in Dark
No,
Souls 3?
subpar? Okay, listen up, buddy. Its starting damage is 117. That's an early game drop of a weapon in that game. 117. You can get that thing to close to 200 in about plus 5. That weapon scales immensely high in damage, along with you leveling up strength. It becomes one of the strongest weapons in the game. That weapon killed all the hardest bosses in the game for me. Yes, it is a short-range weapon, but it forces you to be up close and learn the bosses properly.
Knock knock. Oh! That was not was I.
Like that.
I can't. First Thumbelina, now this.
Lesbomancy.
What is your name? What do you call?
Saskia.
Do you remember what happened?
Poison.
No. So irritating. And we. All right, let's get back. I think I had too much coffee without anything in my belly, and I just had to like scomp some crackers. Stomach like turned on a dime. All right. Eventually the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during his saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage crying. Matt and I both pull our earplugs out. Man, that was something. I promise, Pup is much better. I have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answer to. Oh yeah, he sprains his ankle at every show. They were being real about that. Hey. Let's grab another beer. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and I try to follow Matt back to our spot, but there's so many people I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concert goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever going to find Matt in here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I going to see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt. Hey. Almost lost you, buddy. Whew, I got really nervous for a second there. Hey. You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back towards the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh? Hey. Yeah, Pup really brings out a crowd. So you go to concerts a lot? Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and connect with it, but when you're in a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way that you are, that's magic. I suddenly have the urge to pee. Curse this tiny dad bladder. Cardia, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the community. Big House, Asterial, Detailed, Alessia. Enjoy your emotes. Cardia, how are you? Happy Friday. Thank you so much. Happy Friday to you as well, Cardia. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the gift subs. That means a lot. Celebratory David Pumpkins. It looks like Bruce is scowling at David Pumpkins.
Any question?
What?
Tug tug tuga 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 choo choo.
Cardia, thank you so much for 3 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Enjoy your new fancy red anchor. Thank you so much. I hope you've had a good week. Hope you got some fun plans for the weekend. Welcome to the nonsense of Dream Daddy. I've never heard it put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee. Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeezed my way out of the crowd towards the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which was actually a pretty good look. It's going well, Cardia. Have you ever seen or played Dream Daddy? Because it's an experience. It is an experience. It's the dad dating simulator. This is the first of one of my charity goals from the event. If you all don't know Cardia, Cardia is a member of the Nook. She's a fantastic streamer. Really, really awesome. Such a good time. Has an incredible singing voice. You should please. We have rated Cardia a couple times. You should definitely follow her if you're not already. I squeezed my way out of the crowd towards the restroom, which was actually a pretty good look. I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restrooms with a line forming outside of it. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. The people that were initially milling around the venue all crowd up against the stage as Pup plays their first song. How am I ever going to find Matt now? Oh! Everyone's rushing to the main stage to watch Pup play. I'm sure Matt will be up there too. You gotta get there without being trampled by all these rowdy youths. Oh boy. Mads Hatter, good to see you. It's the daddy dating simulator, is what it is. Obviously. It's a mini game. What's Habbo Hotel? Holy crap, Ziggy! Ladies and gentlemen, it's a raid. Ziggy! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody from Ziggy's stream. My name is Tug. You are just in time for Dream Daddy, the daddy dating simulator. Welcome to the show. Ziggy, thank you so much. So much for the raid. Welcome. Playing some Witcher 3 today. Ooh. Are you doing a new playthrough of Witcher 3, or have you played it before, Ziggy? Also, yeah, what is Habbo Hotel? Why does everyone know what that is? I have no idea what that is. Just picked up where you left off? Ah, okay. How you feeling? How's your voice feeling? How's everything going? I hope you're still seeing some improvements. Forgotten absolutely everything you were doing in Witcher 3. I have no idea what the rest of you are talking about. I have no idea what Habbo Hotel is. When was that a thing? Is that a thing? A hotel MMO? What? I only know Club Penguin because of the memes, Zark. I have no idea what Club Penguin is. You had your own room in the hotel. You could buy furniture, room upgrades. All over the hotel were people holding competitions where you could win furniture. Peak around 2012. Ah. Alice, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay. That explains why I didn't play it. I wasn't playing a lot of games in 2012. I had a 1-year-old and a newborn. So, not a lot of game time. That sounds really bizarre. Is it still active? Okay, we gotta figure out. Avoid those youths! Alright, let's go. Minigame time, go! Oh, there's a... Ow. 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 No, no. Oh, I can't go that way. Ow. Ow. A heart. Ow. Don't. Why are you hitting me in the back? Wait, where am I? Oh, oh, jeez. Heart. Heart. Ow. Heart, heart, heart. Ow. I don't know what is happening. Run. What? Who hit me in the back? Ow. Oh, I can't go backwards. I missed that heart. Ow. That's right. The band's called Pup and their song called DVP. Nope. This way. The song is great and so this is such a bizarre game. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really This is the weirdest mosh pit ever. I agree. Now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out. Oh, I missed that. Come on. Run! Run! We're in an opening. Aw, I got through there. I got a heart. Go, go. No. No. You survived the crowd. I don't know if you could not survive the crowd. S plus. Let's go. Like that was even a question. So that's the second minigame we've come across. The first one, we were talking to a dad in the park, and we were trying to brag about our daughters, and it turned into a Pokemon battle. Which was hilarious. Where we had to show off. You could like pull out your daughter's report card and stuff. It's hilarious, Cardia. It's pretty hilarious. It's mostly a... Yeah, I tried to switch daughters. I didn't have another daughter to switch to. Cause it plays like a Pokemon battle. Look. Listen. Listen. Hang on. Wait. Can we... Is there... Hang on. I think... Let me look at something real quick. I just saved. I think you can do mini games on the main menu. Hang on. Mini games. Oh, do you have to complete a playthrough first? Do these only unlock after you complete a playthrough? Nuts. Alright. Because of sport. I figured... I wish they would unlock piecemeal. Cardia, if you're interested, there is a 10-hour loop of this song available on YouTube. Alright, let's get back to dating those dads. Right now we're on a date with Matt, who runs a coffee shop. We're at a concert. I'm finally able to work my way through the crowd to where Matt originally was, but he's nowhere to be found. Shoot. Well, I guess I should keep looking. I'm bumped into from behind, and I find myself in the middle of a bunch of youths running around in a circle to the music. I'm in the pit. How do you get out of the pit? Out of nowhere, a youth shoulders himself into me and keeps moving in a circle. Hey! I guess I'm moving in the circle now. I frantically search for a way out, but all I can see is an ocean of youths rhythmically slamming into each other. Another ute slams into me, and I lose my balance. I'm about to topple over. This is it. This is how I die. Trampled under the boots of counterculture. Someone grabs my hand. Someone familiar. I look up and I see Matt. He pulls me back to my feet. You're wild. We got all kinds of eggplants. You're wild, dude. Matt throws his arms around me and we jump back into the circle, bashing into youths left and right as Pup plays a killer solo. I didn't know you messed with the pit. Me either. I can't believe this. I'm having fun. I'm a little mad that I didn't stretch before physical activity, but I'm having fun. Forget about the eggplants. Another one. How many ones have rolled today? Good lord. Yeah, Big House, we're on a date. The song ends and the pit finally dissipates. Everyone cheers on Pup. Maybe I only get enough pit energy for one song. Haha, alright man, let's retreat. We'll show these kids how it's done another day. We work our way back to a more comfortable spot in the crowd and enjoy the rest of the show from a safe distance. Pup put on an amazing set and basically had to beg themselves off stage after their encore. You've lost over 100K today? Suck it, Mikey. With the concert over, the crowd starts making their way to the exit. Hey, I'll meet you outside. I gotta say bye to a couple people. Jeez, how many rolls below 10 have there been today? So many. Like, if you went to 20 and below, it's probably like 90% of the rolls. I didn't mess with the bot. That's the best part. It's awesome. I hang outside the venue until Matt finally shows up. Hey man, thanks for waiting. I got you a present. Matt hands me the t-shirt I was looking at earlier. Whoa, thanks man. Hey. Saw you eyeballing it back at the merch booth. Hey. And I mean, anyone who tears up that hard in their first time back to a concert deserves a reward. The youths will finally accept me. Amanda will love this. I'm never taking this off. Amanda will love this. No. I will continually wear it until it's tattered and a little smelly so that I can truly embody punk fashion. Hey, Matt. Oh. Hey, it's Pup. Hey, dude, didn't realize you were here. Hey. I'm so glad I could make it. You guys put on a great show. Thanks. Oh. Well, see you around. Wait, do you know Pup? Hey. Oh, yeah, met him a couple times when they first started touring. Good kids. Whoa. Hey. Come on, let's grab some diner food. I suddenly realized just how hungry I am. Man, mosh pits take a lot out of you. Mosh pits take a lot out of you. Jeez. Matt and I walk to the tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in a corner booth. Hey. So there I am in the pit, trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seeing red. Jeez, another sub 5 roll. It's amazing. I'm enjoying this so much. What's the jackpot? Someone won it pretty recently. Hang on, let me look at it. The current jackpot is 4 million. It's 4,177,000. It's the current jackpot. That's a lot. That's enough to put you on the board. Yeah. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering toward me, and there's nowhere to go. It's the end for me, right? Then out of nowhere, I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms, and just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face.
Hey.
Bought him a beer afterward, and we're cool. Still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out.
Oh.
Yeah, man, just goes to show you that punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. So, how do you get to see all these amazing concerts?
Hey, yeah.
Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but got us to travel all around the States. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, we were poor and we had to scrape a lot together just to survive. But I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything.
Hey.
But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid.
Hey.
Oh man, everybody loves Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out whenever I can. Just gamble, Matt. Do it. Give in. Embrace the gamble. Do it, Matt. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Yeah, come on, Nerdin. Even Zelda's been banned. Not a bully, Matt. Just gamble. Just do it. Just do it.
Hail, King of the Losers!
Really? Really?
Oh.
Thanks. Us single parents really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy. It'll be loud and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, and whatever it is she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together.
Hey.
Like what? Big-budget remakes of foreign films. Reading subtitles isn't even that hard. I think we just have to strive as a society to be okay with reading subtitles. He and I laugh, and we keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot.
Oh.
Man,
Hey.
being a single dad is really rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. What did I do? Thank you for the lurk, Matt. Yours is at 23 million, Mikey? Good lord. If I win it, I'm giving it all to Clyde. New Jersey Diner. There is Tarkir. There is no better meal in the world than a 2 a.m. visit to a New Jersey diner. no matter what you get, it is amazing. It is just amazing. It's greasy, it's awful for you, and it's delicious. We don't really have, like, kebab places around here, Zark. So it's not, like, really an option. That's not like a big thing in the US. Clearly, you've never had Whataburger. You've never been to... Yeah. Well, okay. A Greek-run diner, that's just a diner, Tarkir. You can't be you can't be a Greek family in America, particularly in New Jersey, and not own a diner. So saying it's a Greek-run diner is just saying it's a diner. And don't get spaghetti. Yes. It's so hard to get to New Jersey at 2 a.m. When you wind up in New Jersey at 2 a.m., go to a diner. That requires getting off of 95. Who drives on 95 through New Jersey? That's your problem, Nerdin. No one who lives in New Jersey drives through New Jersey on 95. You drive to 95 right near the border of the state, and then you get on 95. You never actually use 95. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I've never really considered myself an extrovert, and I never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation always. I'm being called out by this game. Diners are for breakfast food and burgers? Yeah. Cheesesteaks? Yeah. Sounds like 80 in PA? Yes, Flamingo. Yes. There's a kebab place near the store you used to work at, but it was totally a front. Crappiest looking place, but in the evenings, people with very expensive cars dressed up super fancy would show up. Yeah, there's something else going on there, Mikey. You do when you're on you take 95? No. Nerdin. Where you're coming from, you take the Tappan Z to 287. 287, you take that down. Yeah, you need to not do that. I'll give you instructions. Don't take 95. You always take the Tappan Z, and then you take 287 south. You should be able to take 287 south until you meet back up with 95, and then you go into PA. But yeah, don't take, because then you go through just atrocious areas. Yeah, 87 turns into the throughway. 287 across the Tappan Z. Yeah, we just got completely sidetracked, but yes. I always prefer, at least when I'm going up to Massachusetts, I always prefer to take the Merritt through Connecticut. But it's the most dad conversation this stream has ever seen. Score, how you doing? Don't drive on... Yeah, the Merritt is super pretty, and there's no trucks or anything, which makes it even better. The only problem is it's only 2 lanes, so if anything happens, you're stuck. You take 80 from Ohio to New Jersey, because the other option seems to be the Turnpike. 80 in New Jersey is also awful. But 78 is also awful. There's no really good options. It does depend on traffic, yes. Yeah. The Merritt's super pretty, though. It's very relaxing to drive on. Because the rest of that drive is awful. As soon as you get into New Jersey, though, when you get off of 80 Tarkir, that's the... You're right in the water gap. So that's just gorgeous, gorgeous area. That's one of the prettiest places in the state. How is this Connecticut when you're on the Merit? Yeah. Yeah, Nerdin, you take... Just like if you... if you map quest... if you look at the map, instead of taking 95, you actually take the Tap NZ to 287. It's 87, which eventually swings north and turns into the New York State Thruway, but 287 turns south and goes through New Jersey. Any other Americans utterly... If you're not from the New York metro area, you have no idea what we're talking about right now. We're talking about easy ways to get through the most densely populated state in the United States. 87 is super easy, yes. The throughway at all costs. Well, yes.
A generous bestowal.
I heard Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock are making a movie about the I-95. It's called Reduced Speed.
Patch, thank you for the bits. Solid. Nice. Solid. Can we get a ban for that? No, that was a solid joke. The potholes will wreck your whole car, and that's coming from Ohio people. Yes, Memento. I have an acquaintance who does. He works for an engineering firm, and they make measurement stuff for car manufacturers. And they started working with New Jersey Transit to put basically stuff to monitor the stress on the wheels and the frames of New Jersey Transit buses to see what they could do to see where the stressors are and isolate different areas that were causing the buses and maybe changing routes in order to get more longevity out of the buses. And this is somebody who, his company does work in China, his company does work in Michigan, Ohio, all across the world and all across the states. And they said the readings that they got from the New Jersey roads were the same that they got when they were doing road testing in Iraq. So I thought that was pretty funny. No, Tarkir. New Jersey doesn't charge to let you in. New Jersey charges if you want to leave. There are no inbound tolls in New Jersey. There are only tolls if you try to leave the state. We have gone off on a tangent. Yeah. The good old Delaware River Joint Toll Bridge Authority. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's funny that it's the Joint Toll Bridge Authority when... near Seaside and Six Flags. It's a really pretty area, Tarkir, actually. I drive through there a lot, going down the shore. There's nothing joint about it. Only that it's disjointed, yes. You will often see arguments amongst the workers on said bridges. It's really funny. Okay. We have wandered off on a long, very dad appropriate tangent, but yeah, don't drive on 95 through New Jersey unless you absolutely have to. It's a terrible, terrible road and will not go well. Exactly. New Jersey is essentially Hotel California. Oh. You're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to, you know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. Limer, please. No, it's seriously, nerd. Next time you're gonna go, I'll give you directions. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respective houses.
Hey.
Tonight was a blast, man. Loved it. Although I'm probably gonna feel it in my knees in the morning. Ha! You and me both. I don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. How you doing, Limer? I'm glad.
Hey.
Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. Matt called me cool. I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head from her room. Hey, Pops, how was the show? Matt thinks I'm cool! You don't say. Amanda Panda, Matt thinks I'm cool. Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow. I just got dunked on by my own child. Unbelievable. Hey, Amanda, remind me which one of us just tore it up in a pit at a punk show, and which one of us just spent hours probably watching Tiny House Hunting Amish Triplets Extreme Edition. First of all, how dare you? That show is a classic. Second of all, you moshed in the pit? Who even are you? I am your extremely cool dad. Alright, I'm hitting the hay, Pops. I'll see you in the pit. Do-do-do. You get a free dad mode redemption for not listening? Yes. Clearly an imposter. Clearly an imposter. He's so upset. Mikey, get out. Alright, I'm hitting the hay, Pops. See you in the pit. Night, kiddo. Date complete. Wait.
Yeah, even
B? I'm not a monster, Michael. How is that a bee? I have no idea what any of this means. I like how it scores you. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear...
Hail, King of the Losers!
He's excited to talk to you, and you time him out. Mikey? It was an imposter. It was a sad little man in a Clyde suit. Anyway. I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters in a large yellow envelope through the mail slot. It takes a couple tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda! She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kinda busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA.
Yeah.
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please. I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. Pins, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out. See, Matt Ferrari rolled well. Just everyone else is not. It's really incredible. Mikey, stop whining. It's fixed, Mikey. It's fixed. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me. Spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And? Suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Avion, how you doing? Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't... I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe it. I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad.
Come on, baby.
I know this one's really expensive and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Mikey, are you making threats at people in my chat? Michael? Answer the question. That'll be enough of that. Settle down. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. Great choice. This is a good kid. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. Can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
Yeah.
You'll get student loans and face-crushing debt that will never be able to pay back with your worthless degree. Listen, Flamingo, it's her dream. Let her live her dream. Let her live her dream. Before she wakes up in a nightmare. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID, and... Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors, and we all get professional photo editing software for free? It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's going to be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone that's with a similar major and interests, I bet we're going to be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled.
Yeah.
Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. But I bet I could forge one. I think I could get a rabbit or maybe a snake or maybe both. Would the snake eat the rabbit though? Oh boy, I think I'll leave that all up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Don't try and bait me with a host, Mikey. Jimbles, how you doing? Bruce does like the ear piercings. Bruce is essentially Sterling Archer's long-lost father, is what we're going for. Jimbles. Happy Friday, buddy. Mikey. Dealing with too many children right now, Michael. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. I am not picking on Mikey. Jimbles, we went on a date with Matt, and it went really well. We were in a mosh pit at a punk concert. It was fun. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry, too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. There's nothing worse than a sad burrito. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Hugo and Damien want to know what I'm up to tonight? That's quite a pairing. You've got dads. Just how exciting does this game get? Let's do this. I'm gonna make a quick poll. And we'll do a quick 2-minute poll on who we should take for a date next. See, how you doing? Good to see you. The game is ridiculous, but it's fun. The poll is up. I did not put Brian in the poll because he's a hateful braggart.
All hail, King of the Losers!
Oh, God. Yeah, the first time we played, we met Robert at a bar, and he immediately was very interested in what we had to offer. Sin, happy Friday. You changed your name color, and it threw me off for a second. Thought you were an imposter. Like a certain venture. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Super tired, but I'm doing well. Wow. Mikey, coming in to gamble with your bot. That's a new low. 3 years ago, you ended up with Brian. Right now, Matt is leading in the clubhouse, I have to say. Because, I mean, free coffee. That's a pretty big draw. Also, Brian housed me in the Pokemon daughter battle. The first time. It's in chat. It's at the top of chat. Free coffee, marry the man. Thank you, Sin. See? Couple seconds left. And Damien with 10 votes to 2 for Craig and no votes for anyone else. Okay, Damien wins. Let's go on a goth date. I don't know, see? It's weird. Damien Bloodmarch. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. On a Friday night, you're most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A coffin. What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. What's your ideal date? It's night. We're at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. I spend a lot of time thinking about mortality salience. Oh my god. Hang on. Let's read the rest of these profiles. We haven't looked at these yet. Craig Kahn, dad of 3, business entrepreneur and fitness enthusiast. Juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's gotta do it. On a Friday night, you're most likely to get one last good cardio session in. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, a box of energy bars. What are your turn-ons? A sub 6-minute mile? What did you want to be when you grew up? Beer pong world champion. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. Ideal date? Scaling a huge, dangerous mountain for fun. What do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel. A lot of time thinking about, my mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Frosty, how you doing? Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking up new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. On a Friday night, you're most likely to see how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, fishing pole. Turn-ons, a keen understanding of steak cuts. What did you want to be when you grew up? A fireman. Your favorite movie genre, romantic comedies. Ideal date, deck building. What do you never leave home without? Portable fishing pole. Spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. You hate all of these people? We took Matt on a date, girly girl, and Damien just won the vote, so we're gonna message Damien next. But the date with Matt went well, I think. We're looking at everybody's profile right now. Robert Small. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? On a Friday night, you're most likely to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, a gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? A grifter. What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neo-realism. Ideal date, grave robbing. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. Spend a lot of time thinking about, you ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes? He's probably the softest one of all of them. Time to go on a date with Dracula, yeah. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry. Friday night, you're most likely to brew some strong tea and paint minis. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, A Remembrance of Things Past by Proust, of course. Turn-ons, muscles. What did you want to be when you grew up? A movie star. Favorite movie genre? Documentaries on art history. Ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. Would you ever leave home without your glasses? I actually forget them at home a lot. Spend a lot of time thinking about, I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. There is the option. Maybe we'll do that. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running. Is he also the only one? Living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. If you buy this, you're going for Hugo? On Friday night, you're most likely to lead the community in a fun mixer. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, my 6-string. What are your turn-ons? My loving wife. What did you want to be when you grew up? A ship captain. Favorite movie genre? Feel-good movies. Ideal date? Lovely night on the town with my wife. What would you never leave home without? The good book. A lot of time thinking about how I can be a better man, husband, and father. So he totally has a gimp suit, right? We're all pretty much convinced of that fact, right? Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Looks like Fred from Scooby-Doo. Whoa, why can I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are going to bust down my door any minute now. I've got to destroy this computer. Bruce, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were well versed in information security. Bruce, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is all good. Let's go see that art. Dracula got hacks. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. Think I'm here a bit early. Oh no.
Which D&D race do centipedes prefer?
Which D&D race do centipedes prefer?
A kind gesture.
Variant human, because they get more feats.
All my strength, auto key. Thank you for the bits. All my strength. You made that one up. Nice job. It's been a while since a good auto key joke. Niche, but good. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk. I'm not sure what I'm in for, but I think I'm here a bit early. Excuse me. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among these fancy art people. Bruce? Why is it Hyugo when pronounced in English? What's with the weird Y sound? I don't know. Hugo versus Hugo. I don't know, Chenin, because English is dumb. Is basically the answer to that. Huggo? English is a literal nightmare, yeah. Yugo, yeah. Yug. Yeah, like Kylosis says, like Open Inventory says, if you pick a human in D&D, you can, instead of humans get a flat +1 to all stats, you can instead choose to take +1 to 2 stats, and then take a feat, which is like a kind of like a special ability or specialization. It's a fun option. Yeah, English is an amalgamation of all the worst parts of every language, basically. It's not exactly G-rated, Frosty, but I'd say it's like PG-13, but yeah. English is hard. It is. It is very hard. I turn around. It's Joseph. Why are you here? Joseph, what are you doing here? Scoffs at me. Don't scoff at me, you uppity... What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art, appreciator? Appreciatist? Giraffe, how are you? Certain comments get you eggplant emojis? Right. I mean, that's the G-rated side of it. Jimbles, we'll have to play some D&D together. Candace, how are you? Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too. Ah, come on. Dream Daddy D&D. Ooh. Done tastefully and in good humor. Yeah. It's really well written, actually. I've enjoyed the writing in it. Dream Daddy D&D would be kind of hilarious. Yep, admittedly a little out of my depth here. Thank God, I thought I was gonna be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know. Thank God. Yep, I actually get double points when I say that, since I'm a minister. Dreams and daddies. God. Giraffe, by the way, how you doing? I'm doing alright. Dungeons and Dreams and Daddies. Yeah, the writing in the game is great. Really well done. The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve. Good eve. Good eve.
Oh.
Evening, friends. Who's ready for some art? I have no idea what I'm in for. Same. All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. Dreamy dungeon daddies. Ooh. We're gonna have to workshop that. I'm having an idea for a one-shot now. What if... Okay, wait. Time out. There are several topics that I can talk about forever. Streaming and D&D are the two main ones. What if each wing of the dungeon represented one of the dads from the game? And it was all themed. Dreamy Dungeon Daddies. Yeah, there's an entire another way you could take that. That's fair. That is fair. Cool. The only thing about this game is there is so much reading. My throat is on fire. Now, Draft, we don't have Keith. We have Bruce Pistachio. Sterling Archer's long-lost father. I like art now.
Oh.
I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go help myself to some tiny wines. Is now doing a 24-hour stream? Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm at 3 hours of reading nonstop, and it's... I think Giraffe Matt is winning out right now. Let's talk art. I don't like Joseph. His kids are creepy. And cheese. It's really well done, Frosty. Like, despite the fact that it's done, I believe it's Game Grumps that made this game. It's really well done. It's really well written, and it's got enough fun in it that it kind of keeps you engaged. So what's this first place? This particular artist specializes in landscape painting of various locales within the American Northeast. I look at the art. It's rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all of these landscapes look like butts to you guys? Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest. It would appear as if you are correct. Valid assessment, Bruce. Hey, this art style's pretty easy. Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with tiny cheese and wine. What did I miss? Butts. Shame. The cheese is nice, though. Shall we visit the next place? We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before reaching another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on the walls. That would be funny, Frosty. Oh geez. What am I looking at here? This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a metaphor for the human condition. Reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt. Everyone else stares at the painting. Yep, that's definitely a butt. While a valid assessment, I feel the artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he liked butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents a sense of isolation he feels, creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow. How could you figure that? That's what it says on the placard. Oh. Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. it's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by, what's the word? Realism? Realism. And butts. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Psh, I could do that. Excuse me?
What?
Hugo, not here. No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. Girly girl with the mom butts. Them's fighting words. You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one. Art is the truest expression of self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. I have my tier 3 one is my lewd emote, which has made several people uncomfortable, which is fun. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it.
I don't know.
Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry, I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what would ease the mood? Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese. Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism, and is actual wine and cheese. We got one last stop on the tour if you lot are feeling up for it. Another 99. What is the bot doing today? It's like 99s or sub 10, and that's it. It's ridiculous. Is it going to be any weirder than this art? Oh, it's absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it.
Hey.
Damien, Hugo, and Joseph and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and at us. So, quick question. Shoot. What is happening? I second this question. Performance art. What does it mean? Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Pistachio. I'm an adult. But, what do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. The art, it's art as catharsis. That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, really mean it. Damien fixes him with a hard stare.
Hey.
I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd. Wise. We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Phew. I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together. We make our way back to the cul-de-sac. Tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight, and Not just what I've learned about art, which is nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings, too close to the sun. Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too. I feel like it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it would be delicious. A nice Emmentaler, possibly. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time.
Oh.
I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions. Like, for example, luchadors. Jeff, happy Friday, buddy. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses. Mostly boats. Really? Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Bruce? Food. Come on. Yes, Mags. Yes. I would probably do still lives of various foods, bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there. Would there be cheese involved? See? I thought about that, and no, I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and that would ruin the whole thing. Excellent point. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. Alright, boys. Good art. Good art. Agreed. See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. Paint me like one of your French boats. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You've got dads. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dad Book? Why, Bruce, I never. I've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing, talented, and easy-to-buy things for a daughter? Though I am of course flattered you should buy Amanda more things. Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait, no. Wow. Didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. You miss having a group to hang out with and have that type of conversation about butts, tiny wine, and tiny cheese? Alright, let's save there. This game is ridiculous and fun. My voice is about to completely die. I've been talking nonstop for too many hours. My throat is on fire. Say they're more about butts. A cheese over sounds like something you'd love to experience. That is legitimate. That is completely legitimate. So I think that's where we're going to wrap up. I wish my voice would hold out, but it's about to completely die. Plus, Cave Mobster, fellow member of the Nook, is doing a part of her charity Payoff. It's a birthday celebration. So we're going to go share some love with Cave Mobster. Wish her a happy birthday. She's going to be doing some Twitch things and stuff. So hope you can stick around and show Cave some love. So that's all we got. I'm off for the weekend. I'll be back on Monday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to get back into Minecraft. We have a couple more days of Minecraft to go. And then quick reminder, a week from Monday, August 3rd, I will be off for the week. No streams. So I'll be out and away doing... I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Everything just keeps falling apart. But I'm going to have some time off. So that's what we got. Thank you all so much. This game is ridiculous and a lot of fun. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Friday. I hope that you all have a great weekend. Let me send the raid off the cave. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Friday and have a fantastic weekend. This has been a fun week. Thank you all so much. Have a great weekend, everybody. So until Monday, as always, as ever, remember, be good to each other. Bye, everybody. What? Well, that changes everything. Okay, I think we just wandered into the other side of the thing we were in before. Alright, there's a warper there, there's a reaper over behind us, there's... Ooh, piece of candy. Bishop, get up and go to the gym. Now. I'll wait. Go on.